What's up, everybody? What is going on this Monday morning, man? Almost lunchtime. Well, for your entertainment today, for lunch, man, for a little bit, I'm going to chop it up with my main man, E-Rock, the Don King of Xbox, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking about, Xbox and the value of gaming. That's going on with Xbox, man. It's a topic that really needs to be talked about more on Xbox eccentric channels, man. Welcome back to the Exile podcast with my brother E-Rock, man. E-Rock, man, introduce yourself, brother.
Hey guys, this is E-Rock X, the Don King of Xbox, the hype man for the Xbox brand, and the meanest man still here on YouTube or social media or gaming or wherever. Things haven't changed, man. I know we've toned down our output. Uh, our entire crew has toned down our output as far as podcasts. That's because everybody's busy living life. And if we're not living life, we're busy gaming because right now Xbox is on fire. Despite what all of these naysayers and haters will say, hey, listen, man, if you were busy gaming like we were, you wouldn't have time to make all of these videos. So, hey, man, it is what it is. But always good to be here with my number one with the gun, Sega Man 101, man. We don't get together that often. We're going to try to get together and, do this more and just talk about gaming. But we've been so busy gaming, man. We've been so busy, besides taking care of our families and living life. My God, man, Xbox, as Sega Man always says, I told him years ago that he should have had that copyrighted. He could have been making some money every time somebody says, man, we eating good over here because we are eating good over here at Xbox. If you don't know, you ain't going to know, and I ain't going to tell him, Sega Man.
I wouldn't either, brother. I wouldn't either. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, man.
Hey, you know what, E-Rock? You're right.
Yeah.
I thought about that. When I first started saying that, nobody wasn't really, saying it. They wasn't, man. They wasn't. But now everybody I watch now, like Gangster, AGN, these are some new brothers out here. Everybody is saying it. They're saying it in their own little way, but it came from me. Everybody is saying it. I'm not one of them people that, I don't want no notoriety for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't. As long as you're out there being a true gamer and true to Xbox like we are, we bleed green. Although I might have other consoles, I'm a gamer at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, though, for real, I bleed green. Now I play everything. I'm not saying I don't. So I can say what I have to say about other consoles because I own them. But when it's time to buckle down, I bleed green. I believe I am an Xbox gamer. In and out, straight up. I bleed green. No matter what happens, E. The Xbox can go away today, brother, and I'm still gonna be playing the Xbox, bro. It doesn't matter. This is what people don't understand, man. How we've been trying to, capitalize on that for how many years that we've been in doing podcasts and different things like that with the Exile or on the Unlimited Truth or wherever we can speak or have a podium at to speak and talk about Xbox, man. And there's still a lot of crap. We're going to get into it. There's still a lot of crap going on out there. What's up, Unlimited Productions? That's another brother that's been rocking out with us since day one. Unlimited Production is in the house. What's up, my man? This is a dude that is a straight up bleed green brother. He made me jealous, man. That brother got the new Doom controller, man. I was like, man, Unlimited already got that, John, man. He already got that, man. Unlimited be on top of his game. I'm proud to see you here, brother Unlimited. Me and E-Rock are going to get into talking about what the best value is in Xbox gaming, man. But thank you for coming, brother. I really appreciate you, man.
That nigga make $190 an hour. I'd be on top of my I'd be on top of my game too. Shit.
Yeah, man. Heck yeah, bro. Hell yeah, he does. Yeah.
I had a fucking I'd had a fucking South of Midnight controller, all that shit. I just be like, fuck it. Spending money on dumb shit.
that brother is he's about the business, man. Since we put Unlimited Productions. Yeah. He's on. He's been just out there day one. The most powerful gamer he bought.
You might go over Unlimited Production crib, man, he might have a fucking stuffed dodo bird over there, man. Him and Tuck just be spending money on crazy shit, but hey, but it's all good. I'm not. Hey, man, I just had to have a good laugh this morning,
Well,
man.
E-Rock,
Yo,
the master of getting controllers special made is Tuck.
yeah, I know.
They be elite controllers. They're not regular controllers, brother. When he goes to the Xbox Labs, bro, it's always elite controllers, and that's
Yeah.
it. That's way more expensive.
Yeah, they look, man. Look, let me tell you something about Tuck. That nigga said he was going to get us some controllers three fucking years ago. He said that. He said that in 2022. What year is this? That motherfucker
Man,
got like
2025, man.
nigga got like 95 fucking controllers. How many controllers do you need, nigga? Shit.
What's
But
up,
anyway,
Big Money B?
Anyway, Sega man, the reason why I wanted to have this discussion this morning, man, is because right now, man, Xbox is just I've never seen in all my years of being an Xbox gamer or being a gamer, period. You know what this year feels like? 2025, or actually these last couple of years.
What's
It feels like 2006 and 2007.
Yeah.
Back when the Xbox 360 was out, and
Mm-hmm.
it was the Xbox 360. For those, some of you, I mean, we're talking about 15 years ago, 16 years ago.
Yep.
So some of your listeners out there may even be too young to even remember the glory days of the Xbox 360. But I mean, there was a time, man, where the Xbox 360 was being flooded with games. Not all of them were great, but you always had a choice. So I must admit, during the Xbox One and the PS4 era, the Xbox One especially came out hot out of the gate in 2013, 2014, 2015. But like for those who remember that Xbox One PS4 era, games came out kind of slow. You might have had 6 major releases come out that entire year for Xbox and PlayStation. If that. That's being generous, right? In between little indie games and little smaller games like little small shit, right? But like this year especially, I'll say the last 9 months, if you are an Xbox gamer, you have been flooded, especially if you have Game Pass. Look, I'm not going to sit here and do a commercial for Game Pass. We've been through this a million times before.
Yeah.
But like, if you are a gamer and you don't have Game Pass, if you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. Game Pass has gone ham this last 8 months. Game Pass has lost their fucking minds, man. Call of Duty, Indiana Jones. I'm just going to go to my home real quick. Uh, uh, just right now in my gaming queue, and some of these I haven't even had a chance to play yet. I'm still trying to finish Ninja Gaiden Black 2, right?
Beautiful game.
That was in Game Pass, right?
Yep.
Adam Fall, right? By the people who made Sniper Elite. That's in my queue. That's in Game Pass. Avowed, a great RPG. That's in Game Pass. The game that everybody's hyping up and enjoying right now. And it is a beautiful game. It's a very beautiful game. Beautiful music, beautiful graphics. Expedition 33, that's in Game Pass.
Yeah.
All right. If you're not already tired, Sega man, the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remaster just dropped like last week. That's in Game Pass, right?
Yep.
In a couple of weeks, Doom: The Dark Ages, the big Doom game, drops in Game Pass. Of course, South of Midnight dropped in Game Pass, a magnificent game which you finished, which I'm still playing.
Yeah, love it.
I actually bought South of Midnight. That's in Game Pass. And still coming to Game Pass is a game that Dia, our broadcast partner Dia, was interested in, called Towerborn.
Yeah.
That's coming to Game Pass. And get this, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 remaster is coming to Game Pass in a couple of weeks. Dude, what the fuck? Okay? Now, I want to get back to that Xbox One and PlayStation 4 era where usually with a schedule like this, you wouldn't get all these games in 1 year. I was telling Unlimited Production earlier in a little chat that we have, what Xbox and PlayStation would do, they would spread these out throughout the entire year. And then the business world, the year is split up into 4 quarters, and then the gaming world too, is split up in 4 quarters. You know, it's 12 months, 12 months in a year, so that means there's 4 months in a quarter, a business quarter or a fiscal quarter, as they call it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the gaming quarters are split up. It's probably the same thing, but you usually don't release this many games in 4 months. We've been getting flooded over here at Game Pass, and it's all been quality. It's always been quality. It's
Yep.
always been quality games. The
Yep.
only people who've been saying that there's no quality games in Game Pass are the people who are mad because they don't have Game Pass, right? So like Game Pass these last couple of months has just been on fire. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen so many games, so many choices to choose from. And what makes Game Pass so special is that because I'm sitting right now looking at my queue. I'm looking at least $690 worth of games that I'm playing on Game Pass, and if I like it, I can buy it. Like I bought South of Midnight. I was only on South of Midnight for like a day, and I bought it because I saw that for what it was. It's a work of art. It's a
Yeah.
masterpiece of the
Yeah.
work of art.
Yeah.
But Game Pass frees your wallet up if you got bills, you got groceries, you got insurances to pay. You know, we're older now. We have homeowners insurance. Unlimited Production now has a homeowners insurance, right? And
Mm-hmm.
his homeowners insurance is probably a whopper. So like Game Pass frees up your money so you can do things like buy Assassin's Creed Shadows. So you can do things like buy maybe that fighting game that you want. It frees up your wallet and it gives you choices. And I've never seen Xbox or Game Pass on fire to the level, Sega man, that they're on fire. And to go into my YouTube queue and see videos like Xbox is dead. You did the usual shit all the time from these fucking idiots.
All the
Xbox is
time.
done. Xbox is giving up. Xbox is finished. And they're saying this shit as they're playing our games on Game Pass. Like the thing is like, you know, can't you motherfuckers just enjoy gaming? Like, can't you like just, I'm 56 now. Sega Man is probably a year younger than me. Can't you guys just fucking enjoy gaming? Like, god damn, like what? You know, I haven't been a part of YouTube now. Time flies, man, in over 2 years. But like, these motherfuckers are relentless, man. And I think I figured out what it is, Sega Man. And it sounds so crazy, but it's true. They're just jealous. They gotta be jealous. They
They
gotta
are
be jealous.
jealous. They are
I
jealous.
Well, like Sega Man always says, why not just go out and buy an Xbox? Why not just go out and buy an Xbox and get Game Pass and enjoy gaming instead of sitting over there on PlayStation, paying what $750 for a PlayStation is only what 10% brighter. The picture is 10% brighter than Xbox Series X. That's what
Right?
you're paying the $750 for. It's fucking ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Paying $70 for games, busy jumping back and forth and bragging. Oh yeah, we got Forza Horizon. We got your games. Yeah, you got our game. You're paying for our games that we got for free. So basically, if you're paying $70 for Indiana Jones over there on PlayStation, if you're paying $70, my God, for Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation, you are crowdfunding me and Sega Man's next games we're going to get for free on Game Pass. So
Yep.
thank you. But like, it's the craziest shit. Like, and we know you guys want for PlayStation to stop making these fucking remasters and give you a Game Pass like service, but they won't do it because you told these Japanese that you'll gladly pay $70 for what's this, like the 10th remaster of The Last of Us?
Yeah. Damn, dude. Yeah. I can't. I
Like
lost count. I lost
how
count.
many times how many times are they going to remaster this game? The situation isn't that much better over a Nintendo Switch. They really a Switch is coming out for like what $450. The Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're charging $450 for underpowered hardware from 2013 and $80 for a Mario game. Meanwhile, Xbox and Bethesda shadow dropped The Elder Scrolls Oblivion 4 last week, and it's like $40.
Yep.
Or $50. And South of Midnight, I think, is $45. What are we talking about here when we say that Xbox sucks? What are we talking about here when we say Xbox is dead and they make $3 billion every quarter when they release their financial reports? What are we talking about here when Xbox is the only company that's giving gamers true value for their dollar? What are we talking about here? It's the craziest thing, but like I gotta tell you, Sega man, I feel so good to not be on social media no more. I'm completely ignorant of social media. I don't have Instagram no more. Kind of miss Instagram because all Instagram was a tits and ass show. But
Yep. Yep.
I don't miss Instagram. I've been off of Twitter probably longer than that. I don't miss Twitter. I don't miss Facebook. I don't miss any of that shit. And I really don't miss having a YouTube channel because I don't have to interact with these idiots anymore, man. I
Hmm.
just want to enjoy my friends, enjoy my family, and enjoy gaming. And Xbox has exceeded. They have gone above and beyond anything I could have ever expected this generation. The generation started out great in 2020, but I had no idea Xbox was going to rev it up to this extent. But this is what happens when you make strategic partnerships like they did with whoever is the developer of Expedition 33 and got it on Game Pass because Xbox pays for these games to be on Game Pass, as you
Yep.
know. Um, all I hear about is well, I'd rather buy my games. You guys are renting games. You're bad for gaming. How was renting? First of all, we're not renting anything. You're paying for a gaming service that pays these developers to put the game on their platform. It's amazing. It's been like almost 9 years, and these dumbasses still don't know how Game Pass works. But Xbox is the best value in gaming, and we stopped doing commercials a long time ago. We stopped trying to tell people because my thing is, as I always said for 5 years now, as I said 5 years ago, damn, time flies again. As I said 5 years ago when we started the Exile podcast, if you're asleep, I'm not going to wake you. I'm gonna let you stay
Right.
asleep.
Right.
I'm gonna let you stay asleep over there on PlayStation. Do you? I'm gonna let you stay asleep over there on Nintendo. Do you? Oh well, they got the sales. We're living in an age where y'all rather brag about sales than talk about having games. Like
Hmm.
it's the wildest shit. It's the wildest shit, Sega man. But I mean, it's just crazy to see these YouTube's videos pop up in my feed because all you got to do is enter one wrong thing or walk
Hmm.
through South of Midnight, and you see all this hate for South of Midnight, all this hate for Game Pass. It's like these people want you to hate Game Pass because they don't have it. Why would you hate something that's saving you money? Why would you hate something that's helping get these games out there and get these games out there to a bigger audience? Why would you hate having choices? Like it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And that's what Game Pass is. Game Pass is about choices. It's about giving the gamer choice, saving the gamer's wallet. And yo, right now, Game Pass is the best I've ever seen it because they're not done. We're not even at the halfway point of this year, and it's still more coming. Like we got that Xbox game show coming up in
Yep.
June, I believe.
Right around the corner.
And
Yep.
yo, man, Xbox is just doing it, man. It's just doing it. And I couldn't be happier over here. We are happy. The reason why you don't see myself, Hebot, Sega Man, Unlimited Production, Zinc, and Dia and Tuckmaster doing podcasts every week, having emergency podcasts in fucking self-help groups and in group chats bitching about other game consoles because we're happy over here. We're happy over here. And that entire team, Phil Spencer, Aaron Greenberg, Sarah Bond, they deserve their accolades, man, because Xbox is beyond anything we ever imagined. Like the Xbox Series X generation is way better than the Xbox One generation, and
Yeah.
and it's getting to the point now where it's breathing down the Xbox 360's neck, saying, "Yo, what's up?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yo, Xbox Series X it's got the juice, man, and Game Pass is the killer app. It is the must-have gaming peripheral of the 21st century. And if you ain't with it, man, it is what it is, man. But like Sega Man said, we eat good over here. I saw one video. I don't watch these videos. I see them pop up in my feed, and I scroll through them to get to the shit I want to watch because I'm not going to waste even 10 minutes of my life on somebody else's stupidity, on somebody else's brain rot. So I saw one video where somebody said, "Oh, Xbox gave up because they're putting their games inside LG TVs." Doesn't look like Xbox is giving up to me. Looks like they're trying to corner the fucking gaming market. Looks like they're
Yep.
trying to pull a Netflix
Exactly what you're doing.
and get their games wherever you have a device. And when this happens, when this paradigm shift happens, and Xbox gaming is everywhere, and Nintendo and PlayStation are still counting boxes and still on the outside looking in, Sega Man, myself, Unlimited Production, Tuck, Dia, and Zinc, we're going to be able to tell you we told you so. But I mean, why would we even do that? We told you so 5 years ago, and you didn't listen. So
Nope.
who cares? Who cares at this point? But man, Sega Man, like I got so many games right now on my hard drive, like I can't finish them all. That we got a whole different set of problems over here at Xbox.
Yep.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy to think that this is the same console that 2017 and 2016 Scalebound that got canceled and Fable Legends that got canceled. Like, man, all the games are coming out on time, on their due dates. Nothing's being canceled. Everything's coming out on time. Like, dude, this is an entirely different Xbox, and I'm excited, man. It's just I love being a gamer right now. I thought I would grow out of this shit, but it's not happening. I love being a gamer. You know, these games like South of Midnight reminded me so much of why I like being a gamer. And Sega Man, we eating good over here, man, and I'm enjoying our ride, brother.
Hey,
I'd love to get your thoughts, bro.
well, I'm going to get my thoughts on this too. Like Brother E-Rock said, listen, at the end of the day, you know, I've been watching this whole year progression into 2025 and soon to be, well, it is almost summer anyways. But there's a lot of here's the bad part. This is how they messed up, E-Rock. These PlayStation dudes, and nobody talks about this, some do. When that PS5 Pro came out, they said this shit with their chest. The PlayStation 5 Pro is even better than PC rigs. How about that, PC brothers? How about that, PC gamers? The PS5 Pro even beats your rig. See, that's where they made a mistake by coming out and saying that. Now, when they came out and said that, what happened? The PC brothers came out. They're like, "Whoa, hold up, Porter Roach, hold up, bro. What you talking about, man? All these dudes, I was laughing my ass. All these dudes came out making all kind of videos about is it MBG, Porter Rock, Dreamcast Lies, all these dudes, man, talking major shit about PC gamers, and now they've been put on, especially Reforged. I call him Retrash Gaming. His ass been put on blast so much now. This motherfucker don't know what to do anymore. You know what I mean? They just keep blasting him and blasting him and blasting him. I'm like, bruh, first off, the PS5 Pro is not better. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, man. Give me 1 second. There's somebody. Keep talking, E-Rock. What's up, partner? What's up? All right. Yeah, I cut my own grass, Jake. Attention detail. I'm good, bro. Yeah. I'm good though, bro. All right.
Damn, what Sega Man got a knife sharpener at his door like we 1855 England?
Let me tell y'all in real time.
Sharpen your blades, mate.
Yeah, right. There was some nigga at the door. Hey man, I see your grass. I said, I cut my own grass, my nigga. I don't need nobody to cut my grass, G. I got it. You might need a little detail. I'll take care of that detail, my brother. I got it. You know what I mean? I cut my. No, I see what he's trying to do. He gave me his business card, and that's cool, you know. But I'll pass it on. I'll pass it on.
I respect that. The man's trying to make a dollar, man, instead of taking $1. I respect that.
But getting back to what we talking about, E, I'm gonna land my plane. These dudes got blasted on bad. I mean, you can't come out and say that. Your PS5 Pro is definitely not more powerful than a gaming rig. Now, I'm not going to come out and say the Series X isn't, because it isn't. The PS5 Pro is definitely not more powerful than a goddamn PC rig, gaming rig. And for them to come out and try to say some stupid, dumb shit like that they're out of their goddamn minds. The only reason that they really do that, and they know this, Porter Rock and all of them know this, there is no way that a PS5 Pro is more powerful than a goddamn PC rig, gaming rig. It's not. You know what I mean? But they come out here and say that, and because they hear that Xbox games are coming over to their system, like Forza Horizon. If you look on their chart right now, it was the most pre-ordered game over there was Forza Horizon 5, along with Indiana Jones. Their games were not even talked of. They're not even heard of, man. What happened to Wolverine? You ain't hearing shit about that anymore. What's that game I got called Marathon? It's called Maragon because it ain't doing any good right now. You know what I mean? This is what's going on out here in these gaming streets, man. With PlayStation, they're like I said before, they're in trouble. Xbox is playing chess. They're not playing checkers. Phil Spencer knows exactly what he's doing. Sarah Bond, now that Satya Nadal's on board, it's game over. I'm trying to tell these guys out here, E-Rock, they don't want to listen. When Satya Nadal said, hey, you want competition? We got competition. When he said that, it was game over when that came out of his mouth. They're in it to win it. And I'm telling you, it's not going to be PlayStation. Just because you're getting our games don't mean nothing. You're not doing it but bringing more money back to the fetus, which is the Xbox fetus and the ecosystem to bring us more games and more studios to come over and make these great games like South of Midnight. Games like that, brother. You know what I mean? These guys just don't know. You know what I mean? They're so into themselves and so in denial, brother E-Rock. Xbox is playing chess right now. They're not playing anymore, man. They are not playing anymore. And PlayStation, like them execs over there, E-Rock, they realize that. Now, they're not going to come out and say it. They're not going to come out, Sean Layton, all them guys, not going to really come out and say it, but they know what's up, man. They know what's up. You're not going to be, you can't get rid of Microsoft. You can't get rid of the gaming division. You can't do it.
Unlimited production, and I said something 5 years ago on the first season of the Exile podcast. I said that a paradigm shift was about to happen. And what a paradigm shift means is a change in the way that business is done, a change in the way that gaming business is done. It wasn't going to be the same old way anymore. We sell a bunch of boxes and maybe you buy one or two games for that box,
Yeah.
or maybe we release a Spider-Man and maybe we'll sell 1 million copies of Spider-Man or 1 million copies of Astrobot. A shift was happening, right? And that shift is what's happening with this shift is most gamers, now that Game Pass is out, they aren't consuming 6 or maybe if you had a lot of money, 7 or 8 games a year, like I used to back when I was at the height of my fucking making money. Back when I was in the Philadelphia tourism industry, I'd buy maybe 7 or 8 games a year. The digital market changed all that. These Xbox sales changed all that, but Game Pass changed all that because what Game Pass will do, they'll put a game like South of Midnight or Indiana Jones in Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
And they'll let you get a taste of it. And you're like, yo, this shit is great. And so next thing you know, you're hitting buy. They'll put a game like Expedition 33 in there. And next thing you know, you're hitting buy. They'll put a game like Sniper Elite 5 in there. And next thing you know, even if it's a year later, Sniper Elite 5 released in 2023, I believe. It is now, and you got about 4 days left, I believe. It's on sale for $17. So in about a day or two, I'm going to hit buy. Xbox don't care when you hit buy, as long as you hit buy. And so what's happening is, Sega Man, is I'm now consuming more games. I thought the height of my game consumption was 2007, that year we always talk about. But I'm consuming more games now than I ever have. It's because of Game Pass. It's because of Game Pass. Game Pass is the ultimate try before you buy. And this gets back to me saying that in 2020, there's a paradigm shift happening. The way that gaming does business is changing, and Game Pass is a part of that. But
That's right.
Unlimited Production said 5 years ago, he said, and I quote, he said, and I quote, God damn it, now I just got a fucking brain freeze. Fuck.
It's all right.
Sega man, why does that happen when we get older? We just get a brain freeze.
It's all right, brother.
Unlimited Production said we're not in the console wars, we're in the content wars.
That's right.
He said we're in the content wars. It's not about who sells the most boxes, it's about who has the most content. And right now, Xbox has all the content, baby. Just look at Game Pass. Game Pass is ridiculous. Look, Game Pass done fucked their head up so much. You got our boy Dirk Griggity, good guy. Dirk Griggity made a video about how PlayStation gamers hate Game Pass so bad they want you to hate it too. It's like, dudes, like, just like Sega Man always says, just buy a fucking Xbox. Why are you still fighting this war? This is ridiculous. You're not happy over there on PlayStation. You know you want Game Pass. Look, me personally, I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm just trying to figure out, well, with these Xbox haters, I don't give a fuck about your stupidity, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just try to make sense of shit. You know, I try to make sense of why, you know, shit. Like I got a good buddy, former tour guide of mine's, good buddy. He loves Lord of the Rings. He loves the Lord of the Rings movies, right? And he always says we Lord of the Rings memes. And so I told him, yo, man, since you love Lord of the Rings so much, you should watch Lord of the Rings. The new series is on Amazon. The Lord of the Rings TV series, right? It's fucking great, especially the second season. Oh no, I can't watch it. It's not good. It's not Tolkien. I said, I'm just trying to figure out your thought process. You apparently love Lord of the Rings, so you hate this new show so much that you're going to cut yourself off from what could be a good experience because it's not what you think it is or not what you think it should be. It's the same thing with PlayStation gamers. Like they're so dead set on their hatred of Xbox, and they want a Game Pass like service so much that they told us for years, oh, y'all renting games. Xbox is Game Pass is welfare pass. Xbox game sucks. Yet look what happens, Sega man, almost every time Xbox game that was on Game Pass goes on sale on their console. What happens?
Yep.
They're fucking buying it up. They're buying it up because they have nothing over there. And turns out that those Xbox games they were hating all these years were great games. Well, we told y'all they were great. We told y'all they were great. We told y'all Quantum Break was great. We told y'all Sea of Thieves was great. We told y'all Rise Son of Rome was great. We told y'all Sunset Overdrive was great. We told you all of this. We told you The Medium was great. The Gunk was great. We told you all of this. Psychonauts was great. We told you y'all wasn't listening. Spider-Man, God of War, the Last of Us. What the fuck is that? Horizon Zero Entertainment. We tried to tell y'all, right? So now Game Pass is on fire. Game Pass is giving us like, I don't know what, 2 or 3, 4 bangers every month. And they're watching this shit, man. They mad as hell. And look, I don't pay enough attention to them, Sega man, to say I love them being mad and I love them being upset. It's futile and it makes no sense to be angry all the time when gaming is so great. It's ridiculous and futile for people to be making videos about Xbox is dead and gaming is dead when gaming is great. But hey, man, to each his own. Because like Sega Man always says, we're eating good over here, man. In fact, Sega Man eating something right now, man. Nigga, what you eating? You done turned into the new Tuck.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man. In these guys are just. It's good to make content about them. Let me say why it's good to make content about these clowns. Because now when they get one of our games, now, wow, this Forza Horizon 5 is way better on the PS5 Pro than the Xbox. Man, it looks good. It's way better over here.
Mm-hmm.
It looks way better on over here. See, this is what they do now. Now that they're getting our games, all right, they're out there saying that it's way better on the PlayStation 5, right, or the PlayStation 5 Pro. So it doesn't matter any which way you go. That's what they do. All right, it's been proven that the PlayStation 5 Pro can't do a little bit more in some instances. You know what I mean? It's been proven. It's been proven that they can't. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of. It's like there's certain things that it can't hold, like certain frame rates and different things like that. Let me give also real quick a big shout out to my brother Other Zinc that just jumped in the building and said, jump in and hit the like button. Can't participate. Have a great show. Zinc, thank you, my brother. It's good to see you here, man. It's always good to have you up here being in the chat like you always do, supporting, brother. Good to hear from you. But that's the thing, E-Rock. Now that they get these games, okay, that's the next thing they said. Well, Miles and I have to get an Xbox now. I'll just play it on my PlayStation and don't need an Xbox if we're getting all their exclusives. You're not getting our exclusive. You're not getting Halo and you're not getting Gears. You could think that all you want, but you're not getting Halo. You're not getting Gears. You're not getting Forza Motorsport. That's the best racing simulator on earth.
I'm trying to figure out how paying $70 for something we got for free is a W. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Right.
It's a L to me, nigga. It's an L to me.
Right.
And y'all bragging about this. Yeah, we paid $70 for a game you got for free. Like, it's the craziest shit. But you're never gonna figure these clowns out, man. You ain't never gonna figure these clowns out.
Hey, E, that's the way that's the way they are, man. That's the way they are. And you know what? Another thing is they're really looking stupid out here in the gaming community. Not just in the Xbox gaming community. Now they're mad because the Switch 2 is the darling right now, and they're not paying no attention to the PlayStation 5 Pro. So now they want to get on. They want to get on what Nintendo Switch is doing. And I'm gonna tell you what. I agree with like the way the price hike is and the games. Yeah, it's expensive, man. I'm just going to keep my Switch One, brother E-Rock. But the other day on the news here, I was watching the news in the morning. Was chilling, watching the news in the morning. My dog with me, laying in the bed with me, just chilling, watching news. And the lady said, she said, Nintendo's the new Nintendo Switch 2 has just sold out everywhere, and it's hard to get one. You know what I mean? So they're not going to. Right. They're not going to change the price. They're not going to change anything because they know you guys are going to go out there and buy the shit.
Why would they change? Why would the Japs change their strategy at this point? They know the audience is dumb. They know their audience is PlayStation knows you're dumb to go pay $750 for slightly. It's got the same processor in it, a 3.8 gigahertz processor that's in the fucking Xbox Series X. They're the same fucking box. It's just they figure out a way to boost up the fucking resolution a little bit. So you're getting barely, slightly, almost imperceptible little bits of brightness in those fucking games over there, right? Look, the fact that these motherfuckers the balls to ask for $750 fucking dollars for a console, the balls to I had to do my math real quick. To ask for $250 more than an Xbox Series X, the balls on these Japanese, right?
Right.
And then the Switch 2 with hardware from 2013, like the $450, the balls on these Japs, and $80 for Mario Kart in an age where South of Midnight, that's a game that should have been from Nintendo. South of Midnight, they used to have that kind of creativity. Does anybody remember when Nintendo used to have creativity? Are any of y'all old enough to remember when Nintendo had creativity? South of Midnight is $45. The Elder Scrolls Oblivion 4, $50. And you're asking $80 for Mario Kart, but their audience will go out there and buy that shit up, eat it up. People like Kid Smooth and these YouTubers will go out there so they can make their videos. So the Japanese know that Americans are fucking dumb. Okay? Simple as that, Sega Man. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yep, I can hear you loud and clear. Keep preaching, brother.
The Japanese know that Americans are dumb. And so they're going to exploit that year after year, age after age, until motherfuckers wake up. There are some people who are waking up. Unlimited Production says a report came out stating that Indiana Jones sold on PS5, but has more players on Xbox. The game is more successful on Xbox via Game Pass, the PC, and PS. Of course. But like, it's all good because there's more money going into Xbox's coffers And if the haters were here, what does that more money mean to y'all? It means more games like fucking Expedition 33 are coming our way. It means more games like Sniper Elite and Adamfall is coming our way. Like, and the fact that y'all haven't figured this out yet, look, I'm not going to sit here and figure this shit out for y'all, man. I'm not going to do that. I got enough to figure out here, man, with my house and life. I'm not going to try to figure out how y'all digest entertainment. I'm not going to pull y'all hat to the fact that fucking ShopRite has more sales than Giant. I'm not going to pull y'all hat to the fact that Kroger's has better deals than Piggly Wiggly. Nigga, if you don't know, I ain't going to tell you.
Brother,
I'm gonna put Sega Man and Unlimited down, but I ain't gonna put your dumb ass down. You want to keep shopping the Piggly Wiggly, and you do that.
Hey, brother E-Rock, we got a special guest by request that'll be joining us right about now, brother. What's up, Unlimited Productions?
Yo, what's up? What's up,
What's up, brother?
Damn,
brother E-Rock and the brother
Unlimited had to get in this though, right? You know that, right, E?
Yeah. We're working from home today, so I'm jumping in real quick. I ain't gonna be long though, because
That's all right, brother. Thanks for coming.
Back to work. Yeah, man. Hearing my brothers again got me fired up, man. Because y'all both were spot on. Y'all both were spot on, man, about everything. And with the PlayStation guys, look, they're cultists, man. We know this. We know that. For them, so when they say the stuff, oh, we get to play your games on PS5, like that means anything to me.
Right.
Thank you. Oh, hey, that $70 you just spent. Thank you for funding the next Doom, the next Bethesda game.
Yep.
The next Compulsion game, the guy who's made South of Midnight, the next Double Fine game. Thank you. Like, this is what's so funny. They self-own themselves by saying that stuff because they don't realize that when they brag about buying, because the only way they could play is by buying it. Right. So when they brag about paying full price for these games, that doesn't trigger me. That don't get me upset. That means all that tells me is that when Xbox revenue financial breakdown happens at the end of the quarter, all they're gonna say is, look how much money we made off these dummies. And that money's gonna be funneled back. And first it's gonna go to the pockets of the shareholders and everybody. Then the rest is gonna go back into the gaming division so they could keep making money off all of us. Because that's all it is. They made money off of me because, yes, not only am I subscribed to Game Pass, I bought South of Midnight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I bought Avowed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? E-Rock was saying he bought South of Midnight. So
here's the thing, Unlimited. We haven't been on a hate campaign for 5 years about talking shit about Xbox, and now we're buying their game. We haven't been on a hate campaign about PlayStation for all these years, and then bought a PlayStation. And yes, we did. I did buy one of the versions of. We don't brag about y'all games. I did buy MLB The Show. I did buy because it was $20. I did buy what's that walking simulator?
Death Stranding, one of the worst fucking games. One of the worst games I've ever played. A game that I'm still I paid $20 for that bullshit too, E-Rock, and I'm still pissed. I dropped money on that. I should have trusted my gut. I knew that shit looked fucking boring, and I shouldn't have lit it was the novelty of it being a former PlayStation exclusive tricked me into dropping $20 on that sorry ass bullshit. Oh, but Unlimited, it gets good in 20 hours. I don't have 20 hours for a game to get good.
None of us. Look, I don't have 20 hours either, and I don't work, and I don't have 20 hours. Like, fuck that shit. Yo, I played that shit. I could tell you exactly when I quit. The game starts out, you're walking around, right? And you start seeing these footprints because it's a creature chasing you, right? Yeah. And this girl joins you, and the girl is played by Leah Sodux, who's the love interest from Spectre and No Time to Die, the James Bond movies. So she shows up. And it was at that point she leaves and she's like, yeah, the place you got to walk to is way over there. I'm like, bitch, I'm not walking nowhere. I deleted that shit off my hard drive so quick. because at least in Senua Saga 2, you walking, but you fighting as you walking, right?
Yeah.
Most games, Expedition 33, you walking, but you having random battles here and there. Like, I've never seen a more boring game in my life. So we don't go around talking about, PlayStation guys, we've been playing y'all games for quite some time now. We keep that shit quiet because we don't want nobody to know we got sucker into buying them shit.
Yeah. I played Death Stranding for like 2-3 hours. There's no gameplay. I installed that shit quick, E-Rock. I didn't even have the patience to make it that fucking far. I'm like, nope, I'm done. This game didn't make me do a damn thing yet. I am not. No, you cannot pay me to sit there and wait 20 hours for a game to get good. Get the fuck out of here.
That is
Brother Unlimited, man, and E-Rock.
They're like, man, for every dollar you spent, you gotta wait for it to be good. I'm like, man.
That's just crazy, man. But Unlimited, man, we were talking about earlier just how crazy this last couple of months has been for Game Pass. I personally, I always tell people, especially people who I guess in 2007 you were 19 maybe.
No, I was still in high school in 2007.
Oh wow, still in high school. So I tell folks how us old timers always talk about 2007, right? And how crazy that year was. How like publishers were just dropping games like every month. It'd be 3 or 4 games. I haven't seen anything like that until this year. I never expected Game Pass to go this crazy. I never expected Game Pass to go this ham. Most game companies would have just took the last couple of months releases and spread them throughout the year and been happy. Like, man, look at the year we had. No, Xbox ain't even get started yet. That's crazy. And our hard drive is only what, 2 or 3 terabytes.
Yeah.
So we've been out of space, bro.
I got the 1 terabyte expansion card and the 1 terabyte that was built in. That's all I'm working with, and I can still only hold. I could still only hold like 20 games on these motherfuckers.
Wow.
Because everything now is 120 gigabytes, right?
Yeah.
But yo, E-Rock, look, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Look, because first of all, high school, like pretty much I was a broke college student during most of the 360 era, right? So I tell people I don't bullshit nobody. After my old 360 got stolen, I missed that generation. I pretty much missed the generation between being a teen at the beginning, getting out of high school and getting my little money, get this console, and having my shit stolen, and then losing all the other part in a hurricane. It was a rough time for me as a gamer. So I missed that whole generation. So I don't have the same nostalgia that every other Xbox fan has for the 360, right?
Right.
And truth be told, I didn't fall in love with a lot of these 360 games if it wasn't for backwards compatibility. That's how I played. That's how I played most of them. If I'm just being real with y'all, so I didn't experience 2006 and 2007.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The closest to experience that I saw was back because IGN wasn't the shit it is now. Was watching old IGN videos about all these games coming. That's as far as so experiencing this now. What we dealt with, especially these last I say since 2023, it feels like it's been boom, 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 boom. But 2025, it feels like the mountaintop. This feels like the this feels like almost like the super like your favorite team win the Super Bowl type shit where just everything just came together, and it's like and that's why I've been saying for a minute now I don't even keep up anymore. I just play what I play, and if I because I haven't even downloaded Adamfall, and I'm like realistically I'm not going to play it because Adamfall came out around it right after Valve and right before Assassin's Creed. I'm not those 2 games took up my time. You know what I'm saying? I beat South of Midnight, great game. You know what I'm saying? Expedition 33 just dropped last week. So far, even though for a turn-based game, it is really good. I give the and let me say this before I lose my thought, because I do want to mention this. I hate this is why I hate gamers, because they're trying to use Expedition to attack Assassin's Creed for some reason, and I just don't get. I'll never understand the hate Ubisoft gets in these modern Assassin's Creed games get how they say like it's somehow that's a soulless game, even though it's the most detailed. There's only one game this generation that's going to have more detail than that, and it's GTA 6. But back to the point, man. It's just that's why I don't keep up with anything no more, Sega Man and E-Rock, because there's so much coming. I don't even have the time no more. Man's got a mortgage now. I don't have time to be. I don't have time to play nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, bro.
So if a game or two goes down the crack through the years, so what? It is. Just tell me that it's good, and that's good enough for me.
But isn't that coming from? Because we know you're busy, man, and I'm glad you can show up for a couple hours because it's always good talking to you. Isn't that a crazy problem to have?
Oh, it's a wonderful problem to have.
You know, coming from the Xbox One generation, which was great. I loved it. But like, if I remember correctly, you can count on one hand the releases that were coming out in 2006. 16. You can count on one hand.
No. 2016 was a great year because that was the year we had Quantum Break, Gears, and all that stuff. It was the latter half, 2017, 18, 19.
Yeah. But they were kind of spaced apart. Yeah. They weren't like doing stuff like you just mentioned a few minutes ago, Adamfall, right? I have Adamfall downloaded. I played about a second of it. I just don't have time. Adamfall is this quirky British shooter / RPG by Rebellion Studios, the guys who make the Sniper Elite games. Yeah. So it has a certain flavor and a quirkiness to it. It is the kind of game that would have consumed our fall 2025. It's the kind of game that would have consumed my winter 2024 or something. You understand what I'm saying? But like, there's so much stuff dropping that, and then there's the third party games like Assassin's Creed, Shadows, and WWE 2K25, which just keeps dropping fucking content. They lost their minds over there, and it's like Unlimited says, you just don't have time. But my God, is this a singularly great problem to have? Seeing as how our competition supposedly is dropping fucking remasters.
And that's the thing. It's not competition anymore. Because competition means that there's a struggle. There's a head to head. But Xbox is not head to head with PlayStation and Nintendo. We're Xbox. This is where we're at. We're at the point where, let's not forget, Phil Spencer said last year his dream is to buy Nintendo. What competition is that?
That's crazy.
That they want to buy Nintendo.
That's crazy.
So Sony's a customer. All right. Thank you, Rain G. Sony is a customer. Thank you. Rain G said it spot on. Sony is a customer, not competition. They sell their product to them so they could make money off them, and it feeds us as Xbox games with more games on Game Pass, more games from their first party stuff, and hell, there's still rumors that they want to buy somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
The competition is not. The competition can't even put out a game. All right. When they're bragging. Their bragging rights is not, man, look at this great game we just got. We're playing a game you played 4 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. We
played a game that you played last December.
Yeah. And not only did you play it last December, but you had a choice of whether you wanted to buy it or not. Yeah. This is the craziest thing. I've never seen anything like it. But like gaming is just so great. Gaming is just so fantastic, but yet there are still people out here that persist that gaming is bad, that gaming is terrible. And I want to give Sega Man some context real quick. There's a game that came out in Game Pass last week called Expedition 33. Sega Man, I'm sure you've seen it. You know what it is, right?
I'm actually playing it.
Very good game. Great graphics. Quite a surprise. A beautiful. Orchestral soundtrack. You know what it is? It's Final Fantasy for adults. That's what it is. It's Final Fantasy it's every JRPG that's ever came out with a little bit more adult writing, great character dialogue, and great interactions from what I've seen so far, right? But I can see how if you're not into Japanese RPGs, you can get bored pretty quick, right? So you got some YouTubers out here and some people making memes saying, "Oh, look at this. Look at this from a small studio, and look how much better it is than Assassin's Creed." And I got this saying now when people talk dumb shit. My saying now, Unlimited and Sega Man, is, man, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down because Assassin's Creed is like, yes, it's a team of 200 people made it, and it fucking shows.
Yep.
It fucking shows. Some of the best weather effects I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness.
Preach some great writing, tons of content, tons of things to do, so many enemies to kill that I've only gotten to the beginning portion of the game. So many opportunities to level up either character. The Black Samurai Yasuka is a bad.
That's why they're mad.
Exactly. This is a great game, and again, the level of detail. But I'm gonna just tell you, Expedition 33 is beautiful, but so far, except for that opening segment, the game is barren. There's nothing in the world but monsters to fight. You go around in any Ubisoft game, especially Assassin's Creed, there's villagers, there's dogs and cats, there's people who go about their NPCs, non-playable characters, who go about their business every day. Tons of people to fight, tons of things to do. Ubisoft goes out of their way to make a world, Sega Man, that you can get lost in if you have the time to get lost in it, which most people don't. But their Assassin's Creed games are more like RPGs than they are action games. And so to see people using this, they love Unlimited. They love to find something viral, and Expedition 33 is going viral. They love to find something viral to use against something else. I saw, I don't click on these videos. For some reason, they pop up in my goddamn feed. Someone saying how, South of Midnight is a failure because nobody's playing it on Steam. And I'm like, that's not the kind of game that you use Steam as an indicator of its success.
Who gives a fuck about Steam numbers? I play
exactly.
on console.
That's right. I play on console, and we all have sung, and I'm going to continue singing the praises of South of Midnight. It's a fantastic game. It's a work of art. I played it for about an hour and hit buy. An hour and hit buy, right? Because Sega Man was like, yo, the special edition is on sale for like, I forgot what it was sell for, $10 or something. So you hit buy, right? And then they give you the song book with all the songs and these videos and stuff. It is the only thing I could say about South of Midnight is it reminds me of an Xbox 360 game, meaning that Xbox 360 era unlimited production that you missed most of was when game publishers and game developers were trying new stuff like Wet, like they were trying new stuff, man. Like Remember Me, they were trying new stuff, and we don't see that anymore, except from Xbox. We don't see that anymore because these companies are busy making the next Mario, the next Souls-like game. They're busy trying to make the next game like the last 20 games. And South of Midnight is like a departure from all of that shit. It's got gorgeous artwork. The protagonist, the girl Hazel, gorgeous.
I haven't liked the protagonist that much since Amicia. I love Hazel.
Dude. See, this is why me and this dude's on the same page, man. I'm with Hazel. She's interesting. Her dialogue makes sense. She's not preaching to the audience. I don't get the hate, but I know what the hate is from. And if we tell you what the hate is, it's fucking odious. It's the same shit that's going on with Assassin's Creed. It's the same shit that's going on with Lord of the Rings. And I hate the fact that it's out there, but we need to put it out there that if you are not liking these games,
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to call it out.
Oh yeah, I know you're
not afraid to call it out because if they could sit there and tell me, and if they could make memes about, switching out Yasuke's face with George Floyd, then I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it's not about Hazel's race, Yasuke's race, or on Lord of Powers. A black elf? I can't believe it. Yeah, in a fake fucking fantasy, that's what you can't stand.
Yo, thank you. And you hate to go there with these people, but it's like you are.
Well, they went there first.
That's right. And you know what?
Then when you call them out, they want to act like I'm the racist. No, you're the one who's switching Yasuke's face with George Floyd, comparing them to a monkey. I've seen this shit with my own eyes.
I believe you. I've seen it too. I've seen the comments on any video with South of Midnight. Oh, this is DUI. Yeah. Oh, this is Sweet Baby Ink. So I don't want anything to do with it.
But by the way, what did they used to say, E-Rock? Oh, don't turn our characters black. Create your own thing. They create new black characters and new black IPs, and that shit is still DEI. Get the fuck out my face. So I'm not. So personally, I'm not the least bit afraid. Y'all could call. Listen. By the way, I'm just saying it just to say it. I'm speaking for Unlimited. So don't attack Sega Man in the comments or attack E-Rock. Come after me if you have a problem. But I'll call y'all motherfuckers a racist in a second if you come up to me with this bullshit. Because y'all had no issue with it throwing that shit in my face.
Right.
You know, when I'm trying to follow Assassin's Creed Shadows because I'm hyped for the game, and I can't enjoy a single second of it because every single one of it is plagued with you people who you know, the worst thing in the world, I guess, is playing as a black dude in Japan. I mean, y'all could deal with the movies like The Samurai. Who started that fucking movie? That white dude that started that.
Was it Tom Cruise? Was in a Samurai movie?
Thank you. The Last Samurai with Tom. Y'all had no smoke with that bullshit. But oh man, I can't play as a black guy in Japan. That's where you draw get the fuck out my face with that. Sorry, man. But
not only that. No. Listen, man. That's why your podcast is called The Unlimited Truth. Not only that, but oh, go ahead, Sega Man.
I said, no, my brother, Unlimited, you don't have to say sorry at all here. You know how we do on our channels, bro. You say how you feel regardless. You know what I mean?
He hit the nail on the head saying, we've been told 100 times, don't appropriate our characters, create new black characters. And that's what they did with South of Midnight. It's almost like a Southern Louisiana fairy tale. Yes. That's what it is.
Yep.
And the stop motion looking animation is part of the fucking charm. Like they created something new, and like this only just tells me that these so-called gamers and YouTubers, y'all don't like gaming. And Unlimited Production has said this 1,000 times. We can tell y'all don't like gaming by the dumb shit, the hot takes. Like it's the craziest shit to sit and say, oh well, how is there a black elf? How is there a black elf and a black dwarf in Lord of the Rings? And how do the orcs have children? I don't know, but it's a fucking show about elves and wizards. So it's like this shit ain't real, dog. I hate to break it to you, but there was never a Gandalf. There was never a fucking Aragorn. None of this shit is real. Superman isn't a real person. There is no fucking Thanos. Like the shit these motherfuckers get in arms about now is the craziest things. Entertainment is open to, it's subjective. It is open to so many interpretations. And to see Xbox get fully behind a game with a black protagonist, to see Ubisoft, one of the most powerful companies in the world, getting behind a game with a black and a young Asian woman protagonist.
Yep.
Oh, it's DUI. It's Sweet Baby Inc. So what? Listen, as a gamer, I'm going to go there. I've been playing all my life as white men and little Japanese dudes with big ass swords. I'm tired of it. So give me some more Hazel. Give me some more Yakuza. I'm like, yo, run it. Let's do it. So for y'all to be up in arms about this shit is disgusting. But you know, we're going to call it out. I'm glad Unlimited Production calls it out. It's just racism, and it is what it is. You know.
Yeah, and spare me whatever term you hide behind, CRT, DEI, and all the other bad faith bullshit. I know what it is, man. You're not gonna fool me. You know what I'm saying? You fooled me for a tiny bit at the beginning because the comic book fan in me who loves the accuracy was like, yeah, man, I could get behind not turning Superman black. You know. That's I get behind that, but then it real quick it turned into keep hey, let me have my character the way that I read it to. How I can't believe black people exist. Oh my God, E-Rock, how can we function? When they start, and then real quick I start to notice. Okay, all right, you almost got me there. I ain't stupid, and I know how to read between the lines.
And was crazier still is like
historical. Sorry to cut you off, but historical accuracy, and they're literally using a historical figure. Get. I mean, do you know how the Assassin's Creed Shadow stuff really pissed me off? Because they threw everything, and all of it was bullshit. But just Japanese, they want it to be historical accurate. They literally used a historical figure in their culture, and you guys sitting here trying to preach to me. You just say that. Just say you didn't want to play as a black dude.
The Japanese, they were mad at the game. It's so bad. No, they were mad at the game because when the game was first shown, you had the ability to go into churches or with those temples and destroy stuff. and they thought that was disrespectful. That's it.
Yeah.
So Ubisoft corrected that. There was nothing else.
Which, I mean, let's be real, would have been a really cool immersion that Ubisoft is known for.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't feel as immersive as, say, Odyssey, it's because of something like that. They removed really cool physics features.
Mm-hmm. But like, you know, the thing about how great this year is for Xbox and how great this content is that inevitably, and I hate to bring it up, inevitably Game of the Year is coming in December, even though that's way off. Game of the Year is coming. And once again, Geoff Keighley and his panel are going to show us why they don't game. They're going to show us why this is a popularity contest and why it's about them constantly trying to prop up PlayStation if South of Midnight doesn't get any awards for design. It ain't going to get shit. I'm going to tell you that right now.
No. They're going to do best remake and give it to The Last of Us. That's what they're going to do.
I believe you, man. I believe at this point. Dude, I lost count. Like, am I imagining things, or is this the fourth remaster of The Last of Us?
Okay, let me break it down. The first Last of Us came out in 2013. They remastered it on the PS4. Then I kid you not, E-Rock, you know, they do The Last of Us 2 in 2020. Then they remaster that motherfucker like 2-3 years later.
Wow.
Then they do the remake, I guess another remake of The Last of Us on the PS5. Now they're reselling it as the complete edition with both games for $100.
That's dead.
I mean,
that's crazy.
Goodness.
That is unreal.
Do y'all remember when gamers used to bitch? Oh, Halo, Gears, and Forza. That's all they Xbox has.
Yes.
Why are they milking Halo? No, this is milking the fucking franchise.
Yep.
I remember that like it was yesterday. Y'all got over there. Forza, Gears, and Halo. Man, what a difference 8 years make. What difference a couple of years makes. Like, and nobody remembers, and nobody mentions it, and nobody says anything because all of these dudes, IGN, I forget the guy's name from IGN, Brad Hetfield or some shit. This nigga actually said this shit last year. He said that, oh no, it was a dude from Game & Bolt. I'm sorry, but Brad Hetfield or whoever the guy's from IGN, he's as guilty too. Oh man, PlayStation had a much better year than Xbox. Yeah. This was a year where Call of Duty dropped, Indiana Jones, a bunch of new games dropped in Game Pass. And what did PlayStation have? Fucking Astrobot and a third-party game that they locked down called Black Myth Wukong. And PlayStation had a better fucking year. It seems like they're just going to do anything they can, Sega Man, to try to ignore anything that's going on at Xbox. But you know what?
They don't play. It's funny because they obviously, I could tell when the gamer don't play on the Xbox by how they talk about modern games, right? Where the best game they ever played was another fucking Souls-like, copy and paste Souls-like. Everything sucks. You know, there's no games to play. There's nothing to play. All right, they don't play on Xbox because on Xbox the problem is that we don't have time to play any of this shit, right?
Yeah.
And while they gotta wait till June for Nintendo to drop a game, and nobody knows when Sony dropping a game.
Xbox had since that's all they brag about over there is that this time last year they had Black Myth Wukong and it's still not on Xbox yet. Xbox had a good answer for all that shit. 20 other games.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's something that I don't think it hasn't clicked with them yet, E-Rock and Sega Man, that no individual game could hurt Xbox because it's like, okay, we don't get Black Myth Wukong. Do you see all the shit we got to play? So, thank you for taking one game away from my backlog. That's how I see it.
Right.
We just literally said, Unlimited myself, we haven't had time to start Atomfall. That is not indicative of Atomfall's quality.
No.
It's indicative that Xbox Game Pass has flooded us with games. It's just crazy. And the only reason why I started Expedition 33 is because I hit start by mistake one night. I was half asleep and I hit the motherfucker and it popped on. I said, okay, let me check this shit out now. I was trying to hit something else entirely, man, because in between taking care of the crib and mom's, I do spend most of my time on Assassin's Creed, South of Midnight, and WWE 2K 25 because I play the shit out of that shit till I get tired of it. But you know, I literally it may take me a couple of weeks to get back to a game. So I hit Expedition 33 by accident. So I fucking replay this shit, and it's okay that this shit is actually pretty good. But that's how crazy it is over here at Xbox that we literally can't play everything. I don't think we've ever had that problem before.
No.
It's a beautiful thing, Sega man. It's a beautiful thing, man. And it's just getting with the theme of this show. You know, we can bring it full circle and wrap it up, Sega man, because I know Unlimited got to get out of here. You got to get out of here soon. Yep. The quality over here at Game Pass is just crazy, and I'm loving it. I've never I thought that I would get tired of gaming, but every time I think I've gotten tired of gaming. Xbox goes and pulls some shit like this they've been pulling the last 6 months, like Indiana Jones, bam, Sniper Elite, bam, Expedition 33, bam, Doom, like what? Like this is fucking madness, and we haven't even gotten to June yet. We haven't even gotten to the fucking show, Unlimited.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they going to show during the damn show?
Yeah. Their big holiday game is going to be The Outer Worlds 2, which I'm excited. I love the first one. I beat it. Have games on my channel.
Yeah.
And by the way, Obsidian releasing 2 games in 1 year. My goodness,
madness.
Yeah, I mean, talk about getting your money's worth with them. They released Grounded this generation, Avowed, and now, excuse me, now the Outer Worlds 2 in the same year. I mean, my goodness,
I still got to get back. I still got to get back to Avowed. What the fuck is going on? I don't know what's going on, but this is great. This is crazy. I couldn't even imagine. I was telling Sega Man before you came in. I couldn't even imagine at any point at the height of my careers of making money. I couldn't imagine because you would have had to come out of before Game Pass back in 2007. We had to come out of pocket for games, dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
so we had to come out of pocket for this shit, right? So there was no way between having a car and bills to pay and a crib to take care of. There was no way you was dropping $300 a month on games. Yeah. This shit at Game Pass is just crazy. Game Pass is just like, yo, don't even worry about it, E-Rock. We got you covered. Like, Game Pass is crazy. Okay, you want to save some money so you can buy Assassin's Creed Shadows? I got you covered. You want to save a few bucks, you can buy WWE 2K. We got you covered. Like, this shit is man. And then you have some shit like South of Midnight or Expedition 33, which is so good it makes you want to hit that buy button. Yep. This is the craziest fucking shit. This is the craziest. Xbox don't do no commercials for their game. They don't need no commercials for their games. The Game Pass.
They had a good LG commercial.
Yeah, I saw that commercial.
Yeah, I like that. With the magic, the dude was as a magician. I like that commercial.
They are really fucking going the Netflix route. They're not fucking around with this shit.
Yeah, that's what kills me about because I see again like you. YouTube puts a lot of shit in my recommendations. So I see a lot of Xbox has given up and this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's like the people who say Michael Jordan quit after winning 3 championships in a row. Like, how do you quit on top? Xbox is literally on top. They got the most games. They bought Bethesda and Activision, so they're the biggest publisher. They're putting their games everywhere. But you don't need the console. Hey, welcome to the modern day. Netflix don't have a dedicated hardware to watch their stuff. They want you to watch on your phone, your TV, or your Roku box, your Apple, whatever the Apple box is called. They don't get that's where they're going. And if you don't catch up, you're gonna get left behind. And we're seeing dude. He walked away after 3 championships in a row. So it's like people who say, would you call Tom Brady a quitter? The dude won like 7 championships.
Tom Brady is done. This motherfucker won like 1,000 fucking championships. He said 2002. How the fuck did he?
Yeah. So it's like when you're on top.
I'm glad he left. Shit.
Yeah. And that's Xbox, man. Xbox is on top, man. So I don't see how they're giving all they're doing. What they're doing is called moving forward. And and gamers remind me a lot like comic book fans who don't like the slightest bit of change pisses them off, but but they never admit when they're wrong when something new happens and it's good, right? And all that's happening is that more people, just because more people are playing the games, right? That's all it is. They want the Netflix of gaming, and you don't beat a Netflix of gaming by just having your one dedicated box. Oh, I'm sorry, console gamers. I hate to break your heart, but if you don't, you gotta change that mindset, man, because it is what it is.
It's changing whether you want it to or not, because
Yeah.
PlayStation fans' mindset and Colin Moriarty and all these PlayStation guys who were stuck in yesterday are like, well, you gotta have it. You gotta have it to where you gotta get a PlayStation to play Spider-Man. And how's that been doing, PlayStation?
Yeah.
How has that exactly worked out for them? Xbox is some other shit, because there's an LG television everywhere. There's LG televisions in hotels. There's LG televisions every fucking where.
Yep.
So that if you can bring in that new audience to, it's cloud streaming. You're streaming the games through the cloud. And so if that makes them go home and get Game Pass on their phone, or if it makes a kid who was at a hotel and played fucking South of Midnight at the hotel, if it makes them go and buy an Xbox Series S for $300 and then get Game Pass, like like Sega Man said, these guys are playing the long game.
Yeah. You know what they sound like to me? They sound like people in 2007 after the iPhone came out. Like, oh, why would I have a screen on my phone? I got my blue BlackBerry. That's what they sound like to me. And then what happened? What happened a few years later?
The whole industry changed overnight.
Yeah.
Overnight, the whole industry changed. Like, we see these changes, these paradigm shifts come. People stop using phone lines and start using broadband. Like, we never ever thought people stopped fucking around with cable TV. We never thought that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Everybody ditched cable TV and started streaming. It is what it is, man. All this is a paradigm shift. But these guys aren't never going to get it. But the thing is, it's so crazy now. Watching everything we talked about these last 5 years come to fruition.
Yep.
It's so crazy to see, as much shit as I talked about Phil Spencer, that him, Sarah Bond, and Aaron Greenberg, and Satya Nadella knew what the fuck they were doing. Like, so we're benefiting over here. Like Sega Man always says, and I said he should have got that shit copyrighted. We eating good over here, but now we getting stuff like pigs. This is silly. This is like, god damn. Like, I have not gotten on fucking Atomfall yet, and Doom is coming in 3 weeks. What the fuck, dude? This is what you want. This is why you buy a console. Oh well, what reason is there? I saw some dummy say, what reason is there to buy an Xbox? I'm like, are you fucking serious? If I gotta explain to you what reason there is to buy an Xbox or get into the Xbox ecosystem, then you have not been paying the fuck attention, and you're never going to pay attention. Well, I could play all your games on my PlayStation. No, you're playing shit we played 2 years ago on PlayStation. You're playing shit we played last December on PlayStation. We done already moved on. We done already moved on, bro. And all y'all going to be the rest of this year is angry and jealous. I just can't imagine how many breakdowns and mental breakdowns and mental gymnastic marathons we're going to see on YouTube when this show drops in June. Like, this shit is going to be hilarious, bro. But Sega Man, Sega Man, you could take us out, man, because you got to get ready to go to work, brother.
Yeah.
On that note, brother, the hottest thing right now on PlayStation is Roblox, just to let you guys know.
What? Who? Roblox.
The hottest thing.
I'm not surprised to hear that.
The hottest thing right now, brother Unlimited and brother E-Rock, is Roblox, because I have my fucking PlayStation 4 on, looking for the OG shoot 'em ups, and what did I see that pops up on the screen first? The hottest game out right now, hottest thing in big square box, Roblox.
Yeah, look, 100 has told them for like a decade now they don't buy games.
They don't.
I'm not surprised to hear that.
They don't, man, and it's like Unlimited said, man. I think I do give them too much. Some of this shit out here, too much credit. Like I said, my brother E-Rock said, and I should have did that, but it is the truth. When it comes to gaming, when it comes to the best value for your buck, the quality of games, we're eating good over here. When it comes to gaming on Xbox, we are definitely eating good over here when it comes to gaming, because they're really helping out us, which are the consumers. The more you do for your consumers, the more they will buy games. And Microsoft knows that at the end of the day. You know what I mean? As long as you download that game too in Game Pass and you get that subscription to Game Pass, it doesn't matter if it's a month, it doesn't matter if it's 3 months, right? Listen to Hebot real quick. Watch his last video. it's time to buy an Xbox. I think that's the headline of his new video. It's time to buy an Xbox. And he breaks it down. He's not being mean. He's not being nasty. He's not cussing or nothing. He's being a gentleman on why you should buy an Xbox.
Like he's always been. I've never seen him not be a gentleman. He's always been a gentleman.
Yeah. Right. Go listen to the video, man. You know what I'm saying? But like me and Unlimited and E-Rock right now, you don't see me making too many videos, really. You don't really see me doing a lot of podcasts right now. You know why? Because my ass is beating games on Game Pass. I'm playing all kind of games on Game Pass, bro. I'm getting ready for the new Doom. And oh yeah, guys, if you don't know, go into your Xbox right now, and you can download the new background for Doom. It's free. I think if you downloaded it, you pre-downloaded it. If you go into the dynamic backgrounds, you can download the new background skin for Doom. Because I just downloaded it this morning. It's pretty cool. But like Unlimited said, I'm too busy playing games right now. I do listen to YouTube and laugh at you fools out here. Keep trying to say Xbox is dead and there's no reason to buy an Xbox. You know what? Keep saying that, right? Just keep saying that and just keep buying our games. I want you to keep buying every game of Phil Spencer gives you, because you're not doing nothing but making me eat more and more and more better over here on the Xbox, man. At the end of the day, and I land my plane, man, I'm gonna take us off. E-Rock, brother.
Yeah, let me say this. Let me say this before you wrap it up. People have been saying Xbox is dead. I'm gonna just say a decade, because it's at least been the Xbox One generation. At what point do they wake up like, damn, this shit still ain't dead? You know what I'm saying? They say it every fucking day.
And you know what? Limited is right. They do. They say it every day. But you know what? Like, they're getting it from us. See, they really messed up, man. You guys are getting it from the PC dudes now, and them dudes really know how to make in front of you guys.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, wouldn't you be pissed if you built your whole identity around a brand and that brand is not giving you shit, and you look over at Xbox and we're getting everything? Yep. Like this dude Mike Ybarra, like Unlimited, didn't he used to work for Xbox?
Yeah. And he, by the way, for those who don't know what Rain Gene's talking about, think about it. No, the day that Obsidian Remaster came out, free on Game Pass, Mike Ybarra said some bullshit saying that it's outdated and that Elden Ring's the new standard for RPGs. And you know, I don't know what it is about that bullshit game.
His exact words was that open world RPGs like Elder Scrolls are not the norm anymore. The new norm is Elden Ring. And I'm like, oh, really? Because your facts aren't straight, because Assassin's Creed Shadows is the second best-selling game of the year so far.
Then hold on. Let me add to that. Oblivion had 4 million players, and it's only been out for like 3 days.
Yep.
On Game Pass, 4 million players on Game Pass. So, you know, you're gonna have to wake me up on what the new on the new standard. Meanwhile, with Elden Ring, a large percentage of people never even beat the first boss.
Wow.
I think Mike Ybarra Rain for G4. I think Mike Ybarra is mad because Sarah Bond got what would have been his job, and she's doing better than he ever could, and he's pissed about that. It's okay, man. You know what, man? If they talking shit about you, that means you shining. Yep. Ain't that right, y'all? That means you shining. So it's all good. Sega Man, take us out, bro.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for the show, Sega Man.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, it is good and feels good to do this podcast today on Monday afternoon with my brother, Unlimited Productions, and my brother, the Don King, E-Rock X, man. This is a great to do this little podcast here, man. So on that note, brother E-Rock, go ahead on and give your outro, brother.
Hey, man, as you guys have always said, Xbox is the best box. We're eating good over here. And as always, bye-bye.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, bro. You know how it is. You know how it is, man. And I wanted to thank again before we leave, Brother Unlimited Productions. Brother Unlimited Productions for coming and joining us, man. He's at work. He had to go. He had to split. But as E-Rock said, man, we're too busy. We're just too busy playing games, man. We did this. I did this. Anytime E-Rock hits me up, Sega Man, you feel like doing an exile real quick, we're going to do it. It don't matter. It doesn't matter what time it is. If he hits me up, we're going to do it. We're gonna do the podcast, man. It's then it's need to be said. Nobody's out here doing it. There's a few people that do it, but we're winning out here, bro. And there's nothing that they can do about it. You can keep saying the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. Me and E-Rock know, and He-Bot, we all know what you guys are all about, man. We see through you like glass. You know what I'm saying? With your whack ass. We know what it's about with you guys, man. And we're in. Xbox is winning. That's just the way it is. They're winning. And you might not like what they're doing by putting games on systems and shit, but they're winning. That's what you guys don't understand. They're winning by doing that. And they're bringing more and more games to us. Look, Game Pass, right, E-Rock? Game Pass keeps dropping games in fucking Game Pass like every week.
Crazy.
Every week.
Crazy.
And they're good-ass games. They're fucking good-ass fucking games. And they keep them in there.
Like Sniper Elite, bangers. And Sega Man finished all that shit. Sniper Elite, South of Midnight, like, God damn, nigga, I can't catch up. Shit.
South of Midnight, Expedition 33, and the Elder Scroll, the Oblivion.
That came out of nowhere.
And it looks Iran, that game is a big jump from the Xbox 360. That game looks fucking beautiful. It looks like a brand new game.
Yo, man, look, Game Pass is the truth. If you don't know, yeah, I ain't gonna tell you. You know what I mean?
If y'all don't know, man, you don't know, because I'm telling you, man, when they redo a game, because Xbox, this is what I gotta say before we close it down real quick, E-Rock, and then I'm gonna end the show. And I want to thank all the brothers and all the Xbox true gamers coming out here and rocking out with me, Unlimited and E-Rock, man, in the show today. Big shouts out to all you guys, like Big D Money, all you guys. Big shouts out to you guys. Thank you for your support, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be shit. I'm just being honest. And I thank you guys. I thank you guys so much from the bottom of my Xbox heart. I thank you guys very, very much for joining us, man. But at the end of the day, brother E-Rock, man, Xbox don't really do remakes. And if they do a remake, they do it from the ground up, just like they did with Gears of War Ultimate. This is what they did with Oblivion. This is from the ground up. And they don't do a lot of remakes like PlayStation does. That Last of Us shit, I'm sorry, you PlayStation dudes that are true PlayStation guys, you need to start speaking. That's a shame what they're doing to you guys. They're slapping you so hard in your face that you got welts. You got blue welts on your face right there. Bro. You got blue. And they got an excuse, right, E-Rock? They be like a battered lady. Well, my face hit I slipped my face on the floor. This is what they're doing, man, and they're taking it, E-Rock. I don't
crazy. It's the craziest shit.
They're in denial, E-Rock. They're in denial. Oh, it's okay. Maybe we missed something in the other one, or like they make up stuff. I'm like, you didn't miss anything. Not after getting it remade 4 times. Come on, man. You're damage controlling PlayStation, and you're taking it up. You're taking it with no Vaseline, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys got to stop doing that. They're starting. Some of them, E-Rock, some of them are coming out. Some of them are coming out and they are saying stuff. But I mean, it's very slowly. But look, bro, I mean, come on. Remake after remake. If Xbox was doing that, E-Rock, if Xbox started doing that shit, E-Rock, I would be making.
We'd never hit the end of it.
I'd be like, Phil, what are you doing, bro? And why you keep making Gears of War 1 over and over and over and over? What are y'all doing? I ain't buying that shit. You know what I mean? I don't understand it, man. But on that note, man, me and brother E-Rock are going to get out of here, guys. Hey, guys, thanks for coming and supporting our podcast, the Exile Podcast. This is where it all started up from the ground up. I started with brother E-Rock and from the ground up, man. And I'm so glad that you guys, thanks Remake Station for coming and joining us, man. A shout out to all you guys for coming and joining us, man. But I got to get out of here, man. Remember, guys, Xbox for life. We don't die. We multiply, baby. And remember, we're eating good over here. And I'm going to say this like I always say. There is no power greater than X. Peace.